Good morning, my friends. Hope you're all having a wonderful morning. I am getting ready for work, and today is actually my son's birthday. He's turning 21. So we are going out to dinner afterwards. Hence all the dangly necklaces and stuff. I hope it doesn't mess up my microphone. If it does, I apologize. I've just put some sunscreen on. Nothing else. I am starting off with the Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. I remembered it. Yay, win for me. I'm not entirely suffering from dementia. I am going to use the Maybelline Stay something, Super Stay, and I'm in the color C20, Cool 20. Because I want this to last a bit. And I am trying to use my lighter foundations because I'm going to fly off to Maastricht on Friday, and then, well, I'm not going to get any sun in Maastricht for sure, because it's apparently going to be raining and be rubbish weather. But then the week after, I am flying off to Spain for 3 weeks. So hopefully, when I'm in Spain, I will get a little bit of color, and then I know that my foundations, especially this one, which is one of my lightest ones that I have, will probably be a bit too light for me. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan and it doesn't rain for 3 weeks in Spain, which I would be surprised if it did, but hopefully it will be enough to spend a little bit of time in the sun, get some vitamin D, some much needed vitamin D on my behalf, I would say. This is an old Makeup Geek brush. Sorry guys, all my brushes are really old and probably not available for purchase anymore. I know that the Makeup Geeks and the BH Cosmetics are not, because both of those companies have finished. Well, they've been bankrupt, I think. So, but there are other brushes, really good ones, on the market. So you don't need to buy exactly these. It's just I mostly use synthetic brushes. So you'll be fine. You will find something else. I am then going to use the Westman Atelier blush stick in the color Mimi. This one you can't get a hold of at Cow Perfumery, where I normally buy all my Westman Atelier stuff. This one is an exclusive to the website. So I really wanted this one because it's a very nice, like, tawny beige nude. So I did buy this one online. Otherwise I would normally keep buying stuff from Cow Perfumery because I want to support them. They are brilliant and I love them, and been a loyal customer for, well, it's probably been since 1997, I would say. Wenke, that owns Cow, actually did my makeup when I got married, and that's 22 years ago. So I was pregnant with my son, so that's why I have to think. So I have been a loyal customer for very many years. And Wenke and Christian, that owns Cow, are incredibly talented people and lovely people. So if you haven't been to Cow Perfumery in Stockholm, Gothenburg or Copenhagen, please pay them a visit. They are absolutely lovely. I don't know the staff, of course, in Gothenburg or in Copenhagen, but I know the staff in Stockholm, and they are some of the most nice people in the business. I love them. They are adorable. Shout out to Simon. Urban Decay Primer Potion. Using that one. Again, sorry guys, boring, I know. Do you find that when you buy makeup, if you enjoy makeup as much as me, which I'm guessing you kind of do since you're watching this film, do do you also find that some stuff you absolutely love to purchase and some stuff you absolutely don't? Primers is one of those for me. I just want my primers to work. I don't find really any joy in buying primers. And I think for me it has to do with colors. I really enjoy buying, my favorite thing is obviously eyeshadows. It's borderline insane. But I mean, if I compare it to powders, I don't like buying powders, and especially like primers and stuff. I absolutely hate them. Today I'm going to use the Mini Love palette, which is of course one of the small Natasha Denona minis. I have two left. These two guys are the last two standing, and I have gone through these. So these are the ones that I've gone through previously. This one, the Mini Love, was actually an exclusive, I think, for Valentine's Day many years ago. And they had another one that I don't have. I think it was called something Crush. I don't have that one. That one was a lot warmer. But this one is actually a very lovely little palette. I am going to start with this one in my crease. Going to darken up with that one. Use this one in my inner corner. This one I think on my lid. And this one I'm not really sure. I'm going to try and incorporate that in one way or another. Probably below the lash line. So since I'm wearing all black today, looking like I'm in mourning, I thought I would do a fun pinky, well, pink purple, I would guess I would call it. It's more of a purpley, purple pink kind of shade. So I thought I would spice it up on my makeup. So I'm going in with the shade. Oh, I'm going to check if I can see what the names of the shadows are, because Natasha Denona sometimes does repeats, so it might be that they are available in other palettes. And I'm not sure if she's starting from which side she's starting from. I'm guessing it's You Are My True Love. So I'm guessing I'm doing true because this one is a matte. And this one, no, sorry. Let's see. It's creamy matte, metallic. So I'm guessing it's, yeah, You Are My True Love. No, but the other way around probably. You Are My True Love. I don't know. There are two metallics, one creamy matte, two creamy mattes, and DC. I don't know what that stands for. Duochrome, I'm guessing. So that's the duochrome. So it's You Are My True Love. I don't think those are repeats because I don't recognize those shade names. Sorry for the confusion. I'm not very good at this, obviously. I'm not going to quit my day job. Let's just put it at that. So there we go. I actually really like this foundation. I've been wearing it quite a bit now. Well, you've seen me wear it. And it does hold up very well. I must say I'm very impressed with both L'Oreal and Maybelline foundations. They have been really stepping up their game. One of my favorite L'Oreal foundations I can't get a hold of in Sweden because apparently they don't bring in the entire setup, I guess. In the US they have a foundation called Lumi, which I absolutely adore. I think it's brilliant. Sorry, my mirror is reflecting. That one is amazing and I've been using it for years and years, but I can only find it in the States. I've never seen it in Europe. So apparently they are not bringing the entire, well, menage of stuff to Europe. They are keeping some for the States. I haven't, however, found that we have stuff in Europe that they don't have in the US, because the gondolas in the US are much, much bigger. So it feels like they have a much larger, oh my God, I can't speak today, a much larger, well, setup in the US. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. My English isn't the best in the morning, because then I have to think and I'm tired. There we go. It's pretty well blended. I'm gonna blend it some more later. There we go. I'm going into the darkest shade. I'm sorry if you hear people moving around. My son is still home. And my cat is angry. She wants attention. She wants me to pet her. So now she's sitting on my bed being grumpy because I'm ignoring her. And of course, she is the queen in our house. Well, the other one is technically the queen because she's even worse. It's her world and we all live in it. We are simply her servants. This little cat is not as bad as her mum. The mum is the worst. So I'm going in with the duochrome. I'm gonna use my fingers. I did it with brush yesterday and I had so much fallout. It was insane. Ooh, I like this. This is sort of a golden green. Oh no, I have fallout again. There we go. Easily fixed. But this one is actually very fun. I have been using this little palette quite a few times, and every time I've done a look with it, I'm really surprised of how much I like it. Because to me it's like, okay, it's a pink palette, which is somewhat limiting in my opinion. But I actually really do enjoy the looks I create with this one. So that's good. I'm just blending in so there are no sharp lines. There we go. And then I need a slightly smaller brush. This is also a BH Cosmetics, sorry. And I'm taking in the lighter shade again. It is quite fun to see because I have one eye that's more green than the other one. And whenever I have red or pink or, well, sometimes purple eyeshadow on, it just makes my green eye stand out. Which is a little bit annoying because then you can really tell the difference that this one is green and that one is brown. Normally it's not that, I mean it's quite subtle. I don't know if you can see it, but I can absolutely see it in photographs and in photography. It just, if they're shooting me from the front, it looks a bit weird. I am starting to wear SPF in the days now because it's actually sunny outside. But my eyes are starting to water, so I'm not sure if it's the SPF. I'm trying a new one. We have a very good store that sells K-beauty. Well, I would say Asian beauty because they have a lot of Japanese brands and stuff as well. So, and I am very sensitive to SPF, which is very annoying. I'm very sensitive in my face in general. I'm going in with the lightest shade. So this is a trial. She said that this one was supposed to be for very sensitive skin. So I am hoping that this one will work. I'm not sure if it's the SPF. It doesn't itch or it doesn't sting. So I'm not sure if it's that or if it's just dry and pollen. This one, as you can see, actually gives me a proper highlight. So this is what I love. It's so nice to be able to get a proper highlight shade. I am gonna take this, well, not the same brush, I'm taking another brush. This is an old NYX brush and it's called, sorry guys, I still can't see anything without my glasses. This was number 16. I have no idea. I've probably had it for a good couple of years, so I'm not sure if you can get a hold of it, but you probably can. It's not that old. It's not like the other ones that are like 8 years old, 10 years old. So I'm just putting this on my brow bone just to mix it in. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this and use it as a highlighter as well, because then I can connect it. Turns out to be a little bit more of a 2016 look. As you can see, my blush is very, very subtle, which I like in this sense. I sometimes like it to be very, very visible, and sometimes I just want it a little bit pale. But today, since I'm doing a quite dramatic eye look, I'm going to have a slightly paler blush. I am going to use this one on my lower lash line. We'll see what it looks like. This is the color that I think it stands out a bit to me. I don't really know what to do with this. I mean, this I absolutely 100% think is brilliant. This one is a very warm one. But obviously Natasha Denona knows her stuff, so I'm guessing it's probably going to work brilliantly. Not too fond of that one, to be honest. It does give me a little bit more of a, hey, I got pink eye look, which is not great, but it works. It's fine. I'm going in with the darkest shade again, just reapplying some on the outer corner to make it a little bit more dramatic. Sorry about the mirror again, guys. I'm lost without my mirror. So as I've told you before, I'm not going to be able to film as much as I have when I'm on vacation, because when I'm in Spain I'm not going to use that much makeup. So you are probably only going to hear from me just once in a while. I am going to bring just a little, my little light. I have a very, very small, I'll show it to you. It's one of those little ones. And I am going to bring this one with me as well, just in case I feel like filming. But that's about the only thing that I'm bringing with me. There we go. I think that is it. I am going to mix a little bit more of the lighter color just to deepen it up. There we go. And then I am going to use, let's see where I put that one, the Victoria Beckham Beauty Liner in black. So when I make a dramatic eye, I always like to put some black liner. Just feels like it makes it pop a bit more. Well, and since I'm wearing a look that's somewhat of a undertaker today, I need to mix out the liner a bit. I'm taking a smaller brush. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. That's what I love about the Victoria Beckham liners. You can blend them out very, very well. And once they set, which is also amazing. I wish I was one of those cool girls who just, you know, were a little bit more rock and roll. They put on some kajal and then it just slips around and they are fine with it. I'm not. I absolutely hate that. I want my makeup to stay where I put it. I'm not cool like that. I'm not the rock chic, I would say. There we go. I am sorry, my eye is watering a bit, so it's sort of removing the eyeshadow on that eye. I am always struggling with this eye. It's watering a lot. But it can also be that it's pollen season now. We are getting much more pollen in the air, and my eyes, well, I am super allergic to pollen. I am trying to do a vaccination thing, but I'm reacting quite strongly to it. So I've had a few days off now because I get really swollen in my throat and things like that. So I am taking a little bit of a break right now, which I'm sure I shouldn't, but I'm misbehaving. I am going to try and add some more here and see if it covers up the, yeah, it covers it a little bit, but I'm sure it will just continue to water, so it's going to look a bit off. I am then going in with my Sumptuous Extreme, same old, same old. This one, as I've told you, is starting to dry up a bit. So it is on its last leg, I would say. I am going to wipe off my little nose piercing as well because it has foundation all over it. It looks a bit disgusting. Now we are getting somewhere. Come on, girls. There we go. I am going to put on my lower lashes. I should have done that first, but I didn't. Of course, I have some black splotches on my face, but I will remove that in a bit. There we go. And then finally I am gonna, well, not finally, I'm gonna put on lip gloss, but I am gonna do my brows first. I can't believe my son is turning 21. What happens with time? Feels like yesterday that I was walking around like patting his back. And now he's a grown man. It's insane. I know that my nan always said to me that wait until you get older, time really goes fast than when I was young. And she was right. Just feels like time is moving twice the speed it used to be. Which of course it's not. Or is it? You don't know. It's the same thing at work. I find that it's like, okay, so it's Monday, and then it's Friday, and then it's Monday, and then it's Friday. The weeks are just flying by. During the day, I sometimes feel like I just started working, and then it's all of a sudden like 4 o'clock, and it's like, what happened? What did I do? There we go. I'm sure the brows are a bit wonky as usual, but it is what it is. It's fine. They are sisters, not twins. I'm gonna try to set them because they are a bit all over the place today. So I'm just going to comb some gel through them. I'm using the Got2b. I think this is actually for flyaways in your hair. I use it as a brow gel, and I sometimes use it just around my ears because that's where my hair is, well, I guess breaking off. I don't know if I've told you, I am on Manjaro, the weight loss medication, which makes my hair fall out like crazy. I have lost a lot of weight, which I'm super happy about, of course, but it also takes a toll on your hair. So that's a bit annoying, and of course you get like this sagging chin and stuff like that, but it is worth it to me because I really needed to lose the weight. I have a condition called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, which means I have cysts on my ovaries, which fucks up my hormones terribly, which makes it very, very hard for me to lose weight, amongst other things. So of course I get a lot more hair than normal people. Well, not on my head, on my chin and everywhere else where you don't want your hair to be. I also build muscles quite fast, which is a good thing. It just literally means that your body is producing more testosterone than it's supposed to. So I mean, there are some benefits, but there are also a hell of a lot of not nice things having that syndrome, like it's difficult to get pregnant, for instance. I didn't have a problem with that because I was 25 when I had my son, and 26, about to turn 27, I think. Or maybe I was 26 when I had him. I just turned 26 and I was turning 28, so I was 27 when I had my daughter, because we're all born in February and March. So I didn't have an issue. I found out that I had the polycystic ovary syndrome after I had my daughter, because I started to gain weight quite rapidly, and I was still exercising. I wasn't eating crazy amounts or weird stuff, and all of a sudden I noticed that I started getting hair in places I hadn't had hair before. So I was like, what the heck is going on? And I had the good fortune to have a friend that's a gynecologist, and she said, well, you need to come in because I think you might have polycystic ovary syndrome. So she checked it out, and yes, of course, it looked like I had rows of pearls on my ovaries. I had a lot of cysts. So she said that I was really, really lucky to be able to have my kids, which I, of course, am really, really thankful for today. Because if I would have waited until 35, that like most people do now in Sweden, I probably wouldn't have had them. So I am super, super grateful for days like these when I get to celebrate my son's birthday. So my friends, that's a long rambling video. I finished off using my regular Endless Cacao Artist Pen by Makeup Forever. Just a little bit underneath to make my lips appear. And then I have my favorite lip gloss by Pat McGrath, and this one I can never remember what it's called. It's a beautiful like pink metallic kind of shade. It's called Bronze Venus, and it's the Lust Gloss Lip Gloss. Again, with the long words, just call it lip gloss. So that's the look for today. I hope you like it and I hope you enjoyed it. I sure am. So tomorrow is the last day. I'm gonna use this one. And then I need to start packing for Maastricht. So I'm gonna make a video on what's in my travel kit, because that of course changes from, well, trip to trip, I would say. But it's a good thing that I'm trying not to bring as much liquids, because you're not allowed much liquids. So I'm probably going to use my concealer stick and things like that. Probably like my little highlighting stick, and anything that's quite small and not liquid is what I tend to bring. So keep your eyes out for that video, and I wish you all a very, very nice day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.